It's really about, how can we do our jobs better in this particular area. And we've had very good cooperation, open, honest communications. I think I believe everybody would agree that our victims have benefited. And again, as a result, our community has benefited. It really comes down to coordination of services, trying to make sure that each agency not only is using the best practices for themselves, but also coordinating with the other agencies. So we have a seamless transition between the agencies, between the various parts of the criminal justice system. And what it's really all about is trying to provide greater protection, more timely and more efficient services to victims to try to make sure that they are safe. That's really what it's all about. We have monthly meetings where we all get together and talk about how is the system working, how can we do it better, and really best practices and safety audits that I think truly have benefited the victims in the handling of the cases, but the community as a whole. The way our process works is as soon as a domestic violence type of complaint comes in, and that includes sexual assault and includes stalking type of charges, they're immediately assigned to an attorney for review, and they're immediately assigned to a victim advocate who is to reach out as soon as possible, usually on the same day or within hours of us receiving the complaint, to try to make contact with them, to see if we can make contact with them, and then to make sure that they are being provided services and to let them know where services can be obtained. We're all better off when we're working together for providing services. And I will say too that I think the victims are more comfortable. They feel better. They feel safer. And definitely we have seen improvements in our ability to get their cooperation, to be able to work with them, to handle the cases fairly and properly in court. A lot of times they get misinformation perhaps from a defendant and their family about all these things that are going to happen, and that they're afraid to even talk to us. Well, we can work with the shelter and have them give them some more information about how the cases are processed, and really encourage them to sit down with us. And we sometimes do that with representatives from the shelter house agency, which is perfectly fine, and explain the process. And once they really understand all the circumstances, they tend to realize and I think and appreciate our efforts more.